Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going wonderful. I was feeling like fall themed here, even though the weather outside has nothing to do with this whole feeling. Not in the least bit. I think I read something, they said it's gonna be called the second summer is what the fall season's called. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. I like my summer. I like my summer, but there's something about fall time and just the leaves changing. It's pretty. I've lived it my whole life. I'm definitely not, I'm not going to miss the coldness non-stop. I do like bits and parts of it, just like everything else. It's just, you can enjoy it, you can have a memory and just love it. And I can put it on my computer screen right here and go, okay, well, look at that fun little autumn setting. I like to put these sometimes on our TV screens just to like, okay, just a pretty peaceful thing. I remember back in the day, remember when there was no internet and you would put like a DVD in and it'd be like a gas fireplace. And I think at one time, long time ago, when I first started vlogging, I had a company send me a DVD and it was Christmas background things. This is when there was no free internet like this. It was just DVDs. It was a long time when I first started. And I'm like, that's really cool because we didn't have, the internet was there, but we lived in the mountains, so you couldn't stream. Like there was no streaming things on your computer screen or your TV at all. And so I remember putting the DVD in and I'm like, we just sat and watched. I'm like, that's so pretty. It was just different scenes of Christmas. So always a beautiful thing. So today I got up, came up to my office and I'm like, what shall I do today? I went downstairs, got another cup of coffee, and I looked around and I'm like, everything's clean. And it stayed clean because we worked later into the day, so there's no dishes in the sink. The couch is all nice and clean. Everything looks perfect right now. I was like, do I start working down there? Do I start making food? I'm like, you know what? I'm up here in my office. Why don't I focus on my office? Because this is the mess I got going on here. This is what I got going on here. It's one of those rooms you keep putting stuff to. There's stuff over there. I think there's somebody's straw in my window. I don't know who did that. This over here, I have a lot of library books and stuff that I ordered at the beginning of our school year. And there's slippers. I put those up here because I would use them up here. There's like stuff to do. I ordered a bunch of library books. When we first started doing our schooling. Oh, and that I never even filled that out. I gotta fill my calendar out. Order the books from the library, and you can only read so many books, and so I need to probably return them or see if I can renew them to see for next month. When you can do your cleaning, like I come up here every day and there's stuff, I've seen that straw in that window for a long time and I'm like, it's okay, it's gonna be there. I want to clean it eventually. It's like, no, you're gonna do it one day and you get to it. So I thought today the rest of the house seems pretty clean. There's a few things there's more stuff I want to clean down there, deep clean, but for now it's good enough. So why don't I just clean this room up here and then we'll go downstairs after school. We'll do our school and stuff and then we'll do some food today. It'll be a great day. You ready for a good day? All right, let's clean my office. Sound good? Clean the office, wipe things down, organize, I'll show you the things that I do. All right, let's go. Let's start easy. Let's start right at your desk. I got my Norwex. This one's wet. This one was sitting on it, so it's a little bit wet. This is the one to wipe like my screens off, things like that, get that clean. But I'm gonna clean the inside of my desk. I just have to see, make sure there's nothing in here. Nothing's in here, okay. Make sure there's nothing in here for you to see. So this has been one of those things where everything is kind of shoved in here. What I did when we moved here, we got a lot of cards for dentist, which is so funny. Everybody wants to give you a deal on dental, don't they? So I kept those because I'm looking for dentist. So this is gonna be one of those things I'm gonna like, okay, get these out so we can, I'm gonna look them up is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna leave these out because it is gonna be time to go to the dentist. So it's been like one of those things where it just takes time. It takes time. Maxine, are you okay? Oh, coughing in here, Paul. She's down there. It's one of those things where like you move to a new area, so you're like, what is there even good? What is not? And like, if you don't know a lot of people, it's like, where is, like who do you choose? Like who's a good person? Google's on there, but everybody's got their opinion. You can have couple negative people like ruin it for everybody. I know that. I do social media. So I'm just I was like sitting here last night. When I first started looking, I was just like frustrated trying to find somebody that would take a new patient and find all the kids somebody, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And so last night I was on here, I was like, oh Lord, you can help me find what I need. And I did. I found some great and great reviews and feel like, ooh, I just realized I have that in here. I feel like I got some good things. So getting the kids set. Those are like my priorities, getting the kids in for their vision. They just had an appointment. Most of them saw everybody right before, months from January on. So everybody's kind of seen somebody already. So, but getting a new appointment, it's going to take time to get everybody in. So I wanted to set everybody up because it does take time to get everybody in, but it's just like finding people. It's like, okay, who's going to let 6 kids come in at once? Not many people. So I'm hopeful that they'll work out good. It's like I told the kids, I'm like, we'll go, we'll see what it's like. If it's not any good, we don't have to go again. I said, that's the beautiful thing of it. So I've been saving those, then I'll Google the names and look them up. So this does not have very much stuff in it whatsoever at all. Kleenex, if there's anything even in there. I always forget this. My mom, she always had she did a lot of she would give, people would send things in the mail, and she would always send, $1, $2, just very giving. So they'd always send her something. So she always has little notepads with her name on it, or the self, what is it, the little return address labels, tons of those she had, and she kept. And then she had a bunch of these, and I'm like, my mom always used these to open her letters, so I forget it's in here and don't use it all the time when I need it. I'm like, I need to get that out of here, but it's good. All right, I was looking for these, so everything's fallen to the back of here, so I forget that it's even in here. So we just need a little bit of cleaning. So a good wipe will be good in the desk. It's always good to wipe everything out. Okay, this I used to keep my little SanDisk, what are they called? Micro SD cards in here for my camera, because I had small ones, but I have such big ones now, I don't even need to keep that. I can probably pack this away. I copied I did all our family photos. I got it on here actually. We were looking at the other day on a hard drive. So, but then I thought, what if the hard drive fails? So I got SD cards to back it up on, because I just don't want to lose everything. So this, I was going to put a label on it instead of the sticky note that I have at it. So that I can put and package away somewhere else. That's a good thing. And I got my glasses case. I keep my glasses out because I'm using them every day, because this mama's getting older. Totally forgot this is in here. Everything gets pushed to the back and you're like, where is your chapstick? So I'm gonna put that front. I do keep, this is my backup. I'm gonna keep this in here because I wanna back up my computer tonight. Scissors, because I never have any up here. And I'm like, okay, I could definitely use some scissors. We always use sticky notes. Stamps, I have Christmas ones and stuff. This, I gotta get my car done. Okay, leave this out as well. This I don't even ever use. Anybody ever uses for their phone the adapter? I never even use this. Never once have I ever had to use an adapter for my phone. Never. My mom's notepad, the pages came out, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna put that in there. Put this in here and I can use it. Little notepads. I like my little notepads. I use different colors because sometimes I'll write and just leave the sticky note on there. So I'll probably keep these. I'll just keep a couple in here. I'll use purple, put this one. I keep my extras over here. We'll clean that drawer in a minute. I just realized these are up here. Are these charged? Are these the ones that are double? It's good. This is actually one that works with both earbuds. How did I miss this? I don't even know. These need to be charged and taken downstairs to my bed. I brought my other ones up here today to use them as well. So I think I just kept a ponytail, but I don't need that up here. I'll put this in here and tie it back up. So, I'll leave my remote up here. I was trying to look, this I got from my mom. She had this. This is really good smelling stuff. And I'm like, I wonder where she got that from. I'm Googling, and I'm like, oh, Kohl's. She always liked to shop at Kohl's. So, I have a little bit left of this. Good lotion. Coconut, mine's the candle. It's the last little bit of my candle. So, she liked coconut. She liked coconut, vanilla candles, and then the lotion. So this always smells good. I'll use this in here. I've got a little bit left in here. Okay, well, this is another sticky note. There's another sticky note. 3 sticky notes. That'll be them just like this. We'll keep a lot in here, so it's not a big deal to have to clean them. And the mess is right here contained. So I have a list everywhere for everything. That's my problem. I think I have piles of stuff. So this stuff I need to take downstairs. Let me get out my labeler for this. This has been the greatest little labeler right here, the Dymo. I don't know, we got this for the shop to label things. It's lasted really long. I know they used to have labelers and they label all their stuff. Now they got crickets and all this fun stuff. We have a thing, I don't know how to use it just yet. Family photos, so this is perfect. So then what I'll do is I'll take this, you need this cord. This was in my extra cord to throw away. You need it for your hard drive. I don't know how it got thrown, like in the don't know what to do pile. So this needs to go here in my, I have a box that I keep all of our stuff, like important stuff in. So I'm gonna pack that to go in that. I'm gonna make a pile for my downstairs. And then the only thing I do keep over here is all of our bills, because like, it's not just like simple and easy like I used to in the mountains. I have a little bit more here, and I wanna make sure I don't miss anything. We have most everything on auto pay, so it's not a big deal, but I don't wanna miss anything because I switched everything over from our other bank. And so I just wanna make sure I don't like accidentally forget one. So right now, each month I have this, and then I take, and then when I pay them, I mark them down, and then I just rewrite this just for now, just until I get into my groove of like, what do we have to pay? What are our bills? Those kind of things. Okay, just wipe that real careful, and then I'm gonna use my, it's nice keeping my computer. Oops, hold on. I have a touchscreen computer. Where'd it go? It's nice having a computer I don't have to move anywhere, which is really good. My other one I had to always take and upload. I'm just thankful I don't have to do that here. So this is how it sits right here. And then I got my pile of stuff over here. So for now, bills sit over there. That's how that works. This, I had some chocolate cereal last night. That's gonna go downstairs. So this will be my, I hate having piles of stuff, but tonight I will look these up. Just do a quick Google. You can do a quick Google and find out about everybody. I'm gonna have to have a pile until I go through this, and that's okay. I can leave that over here. Let me wipe this corner off here. I need to hang this up. This I pulled down. For the most part, that's good right there. And my note, what to do today, this just stays open non-stop with my to-do list. And I keep up here, this is my wonderful little area I stare at when I'm at my desk. I should get a nice bulletin board. I didn't know how this room was gonna go, what I'm gonna do yet, but eventually probably nice to get some kind of board to stick these on. I just keep up encouraging scripture here. Once the Lord's given me a card, this is my grocery list, right, or my grocery menu right here. So each morning I can look and say, oh, I still have this, this, and this. So that I cut off, and then I have extra chores here. I started doing a chore list for our home, but I'm like, okay, I'm not there yet as to like what everybody has to do, but there are extra ones I forget to do. So I have that on here so that I know, okay, well, we got to do these eventually, like at least once a week. But sometimes the once a week chores are good for like the older girls who are not here all the time. Once I can say, here, do this at some point this week. I don't care when, at some point. And then it gives them things to do because they're contributing to the family, but they're not disrupting our family because they're not here all the time. So these kind of chores work good. So usually each week I send a message and say, hey, can you make sure you vacuum the stairs and upstairs and mop it at some point this week? Sure, Mom, and they're happy to do that. It just works out better that way because they're so in and out when you have a large family and you have to manage a lot of people. Like we used to do set chores. Well, then some were going in different directions, some weren't there every day, so it's hard because then it's like, oh, they're not here today. We're gonna do that chore. We have to make sure we do that or it gets, forgotten. So for now, I don't really have like daily, it's just changing. So I have our regular chores and I just have I have four of them at our home all the time. And so I have them doing pretty much set ones each day. They're pretty much the same, but I do have this list of extra that I'm like, okay, these are ones that we forget about doing. I need to put down somewhere because I'm gonna forget to do them, but they can do those, so it works out. So I just put them there today just as my reminder so I can text somebody and say, hey, you're going to clean Mom's car out, vacuum it, wipe it, do the windows, that kind of stuff. So just my little reminders. The only thing, I was keeping my charger down here, but I probably would rather have it up on my desk here because, I'm working, and if I have to charge my phone, I like to stick it right here. Sometimes I think someone asked about the kids being in the pool by themselves. They are older to swim, but I do like to keep an eye on them because anything can happen. So I do, if I'm up here, there's been a couple times this week that I had a couple of them in there and I'm like, okay, let me just keep an eye on you. So I just turned on our security cameras and watched them, but it was through my phone. So I'd like to keep this up here. I just gotta fix the cord. Maxine's down here. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? This is where she sits, right under my desk. She's happy she was over there, but she likes to be right at my feet. So I keep her right there under my desk and she's like, I am sleepy. Some of you have Jack Russell Chihuahua dogs. Is your dog crazy, like wild, or is she just a very chill dog? Like her breed, the Jack Russell, I know people tell me, oh, they're so like, they have a lot of energy. And I know in our old town there was an exact replica of her, and I saw that dog and it was just so full of energy. And I remember talking to the lady at the beach at the little lake beach one day, and she's like, oh my goodness, I took the dog out so we can get some energy out of it. She goes, we walked for an hour. And it was like warmer in the summer. She goes, now I'm at the beach and the dog was still jumping like crazy everywhere. And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, so glad Maxine is not that hyper. It's like she's the chillest dog ever. Like I would say she's gonna be a good old lady dog for me when I'm older. I'm old now, but like, or a sick dog, because like you need to sleep in bed all day. That dog will snuggle up with you all day, all day. That dog will lay with you. There's been times that I've been in bed because I didn't feel good. She will lay with me all day. Like I know this weekend she was, I was laying on the couch and she just came and lay with me. It's like, she'll jump down, take her ball and kind of like play with it for a minute. Then she just jumped back up on the couch and slept. And I'm like, this dog will sleep like hers, but she can be crazy, wild, run and have so much energy as well too. So it's just, I'm just thankful, I guess, for a chiller dog. And is she the exception to the rule, or are there other chill dogs out there? I think she's the exception to the rule, but maybe not. So, okay, this area is good for me right now. Okay, so let's move this way. Always work this way. I should just do my calendar right now. Let me get my marker out for this. I haven't filled this out since the mountains. So let me fill this one out right here. This will be good for the most part. When I start, like I like to usually sit down. I wrote down to do it last night, but I got tired because it was late. I like to look ahead and see like what things we can do in the area. Like this past month, we had a lot of things to go to. The only thing we did not do yet was go shark tooth hunting. And so I've got all my stuff for it. But the hurricane came, and then like the beach wasn't like, it kept having like not good things. Like they were saying it's just not ready yet. So we probably could go this week, but this week we have other things that we're gonna plan on doing, which will be fun. So we'll see. So that was the only thing we didn't do, but I do like to look ahead. I try to like scour the internet for things to do, free things to do, you know, inexpensive things to do, just fun things to go explore in Florida. So I'll put those on here because I was writing in a notebook when I start looking up and get those ideas. Okay, I'm gonna put this back up. The next month of October is gonna be doctors. That's our new doctors. So we're gonna be having a lot of appointments to get everybody in. So now I'll move down and do down here. Go get a battery. Okay, so this is good enough for me. This is my pile of stuff that I have to do something with. These are school papers that I printed off for autumn. I see them there and I remember, oh, give her a school page for the week. And then remember when I got my flamingo things? Well, I need more flamingos here in Florida, which is pretty cool. I've been seeing that they have been spotted in different parts of Florida that they're normally not at. So it's gonna be neat to see a flamingo one day. I thought this is cute. So I bought just a 8.5 by 11 frame at Walmart. So I'm gonna put it in here and see if it'll work. I'm just gonna stick it right here, crooked, right here on the wall. I think I just use a push pin. That'll work. Just stick it right here. I think that'll work right there for now. And again, we're gonna paint and do that later. I think that should go. Look at that. I love that. Always good to put a reminder of who God says you are, because the world will tell you different. They will try telling you who you are, who they tell you, think you should be, and what you are. Know who God says. That's the key in life. So perfect. Okay, that one's done. Let's move on. Okay, moving right along. So slippers don't need to go on my desk, but this room does get chilly sometimes. I mean, I'm not gonna complain because it does We have air conditioning, that would be why. But I'm gonna put these in here because I would never wear those any other time, especially right now. But when I sit up here sometimes for a long time, it gets a little chilly. Okay, I like to keep alcohol pads to wipe off my screens with. So I brought a pile and just set it here. That and some more lotion because the other one's gonna be gone soon. This goes outside there. I need to put this up today. I think somebody came by and smacked it. It's the shelf for the Google Home. I got this from Temu. And one of the kids went by and smacked it with their chair, which is fine. So it ripped the whole thing off the wall. I did get a new plate right here. So this needs to go on today. So I'm gonna put this on my chair so that I go get a screwdriver downstairs to install that. And then I think this is our, remember we bought the sprinkler head for one of our sprinklers in front of our garage? It was off. Right here, it's up in my office. Put this over here so that that gets done. My glasses can be over here. Probably get to clean them. And then looking at this thing, realizing this mirror needs to be cleaned. This goes where my car mats are at. It broke off. I just need to put that again somewhere to be used. Color pencil, this goes downstairs. Someone used it up here. And then this had candy, I'll put this downstairs. Don't keep too much candy up here now. I have to plug this in. And then just wipe this off, just wipe off our printer that, you know, was very inexpensive, but the printer ink is ridiculous. I watched the guy open up, I think he bought one, I think it was similar to this, opened it up, the print cartridge, showed like what a scam print ink is, which I get, I understand that. Back in the day, I used to get the refillable kinds. I remember having a Brother printer. Brother, yeah, I think it was Brother print, I don't even know. That thing, I could buy the $1.50 little cartridges, and that thing would print, like I would get a box of paper. It would print, I think one cartridge would do 3 reams of paper. Ridiculous. This, I can barely get through, like, I don't know, maybe, is it 100 pages maybe? 100 pages, maybe on one cartridge, which is not very much even. That's just black and white. So, highly disappointed, but it works too when we need it. Okay, let me go down here. So this is our homeschool shop. I don't even, you know what, we got these, and nobody even uses these for anything. I thought maybe we would, but I'll see if anybody wants them because we just don't use them for anything. This I got for our, we're gonna do the shark theme thing eventually. I'm gonna put this up here so it gets seen to remember to do. I bought glue, contact solution, and this we're gonna make, what's that stuff called? Slime, homemade slime with that, which will be really good. And do sharks and stuff like that, different shark things. Then we go get our shark tea fountain. Okay, it's hard for you to see with the windows open. I made a note to get a window cleaner because the outside of them are filthy. They're up high. We just need to clean it. In my office here, we keep pillows because this is a good place to hang out and be comfy. So this is in here for now. I have a blanket in here. This is the one I got. Another gift. So this I keep in here because it's a nice, comfy. I love this one. Look at it. It has all the names. I love this. Just a good thing. Again, good reminders. Clothe yourself in good things. That's always a good thing. So I'm just gonna fold this because this will just stay right in here. And then I have bags in here. I don't know whose this is. I gotta find out whose this is. This needs to go probably in my car because actually, I know where I need to put these because I need these for grocery shopping. I'll put them in my freezer bags downstairs, my grocery, because I always take those when I go shopping. So let me stick this over here to go down. Taste of home. This is something I've been sitting here. I don't know how I get these. I don't know. I'm not even sure how I get these. They come in my mailbox, but there's some good little recipes. So what I'll do is I'll go through, pick out if there's anything I like and see, take a picture of it, and then I will put it on my computer in my food planning folder. So I'm gonna stick that up there because over here on my chair, it's getting nothing done. I don't do anything with it. And then my purse, I'm gonna go through that real quick. Okay, the funny thing is I have like 5 of these. That's it. I think I bought a 5-pack. These are my favorite pens, the Bic Atlantis, and I couldn't find any. I'm like, where? I would come up here and I have like one I take downstairs, another one I kept in my purse where I thought it was, and then this I was like, where are the other ones at? And I'm like, I had a note. I'm like, do you guys taking my pens out of my office? Which is fine. I just need them to know that those are my pens. I need to return them, and they were just on the outside of my purse. So this needs to go in my desk. These are Amazon returns. This is nice because you just clean out this. You don't have to worry about anything else. So it's a good thing. I made a note, so I just threw things in here. Flossers. Does anybody else keep flossers in their purse? So for me, I'm just gonna keep, I got gift cards here. I'm gonna put these, I think this is my little tiny change purse. There's not much in here. But the little bit that I need in here, these are, I think these are batteries. Yeah, batteries for my small camera. I don't really, I don't use my small camera very much unless I'm going out or shopping, so I like having those in here. I need to go get my other one that's charged downstairs. My sunglasses, those can just stay in here. This, I think, has a bunch of stuff in it. What does this have in it? It has hair ties and a tape measure and candy. I call it church candy because it keeps you awake when you're in church. Yeah, I always need church candy. And then in here, this little thing, I keep Band-Aids, I keep Alka-Seltzer, I keep a deodorant. I have my inhaler in here. I haven't had to use it at all here. I think some of you asked how my allergies were here. I don't know. I feel like it's too soon to decide like how everything is. I noticed like in North Carolina, I'd have to use my inhaler more. Maybe it just, I could never pinpoint when it was. And I had a lot more sinus congestion. Here, like today I woke up, my eyeballs were like, so like they were raw. Like I came out, Jane's like, are you okay, mama? I said, yes, I'm okay. I'm like, she's like, are you sure? I said, yes, my eyeballs, I just woke up and I'm rubbing them. So they were real swollen this week. And I think I filmed a Bible, like last week Bible, you can see my eyes are really swollen underneath. So I'm getting that, which is weird. And then I had a little bit of a headache, kind of that, but not really too much like stuffy. I have a little bit of, not really stuffy nose, I should say. A little congestion, very tiny amount, but not enough to like where it's a bother. So it's just different here, I think, is what I've got here. So what are you gonna do? Nothing. And move out west. Maybe out west would be drier. Who knows? No, I'm not moving anymore. No more moving. I got a new one to put in here. And then I've got a bunch, why do I have so many lotions in here? Hand cleaner. And then I like to put in flossers because sometimes you're in the car and you eat something, you're like, ooh, I need to get that under my teeth, especially as you're getting older. Is that just me? Anybody else? So this will go in here. I've been using my lotion more as it's maybe getting drier, I don't know, whatever the season may be. So this will go good in here. Is it gonna fit all in there? I think it will. I'll just make it fit. Why is that so full? Okay, so this is nice and full. I've got all my stuff in here. I know what's in here, and I just put it in here. If I want to change my purses, I just grab the insert and take it out. Real simple. This I'm going to return because I already have some in there. Put my pens in my drawer, and I have Jensen's card to put back as well. So this part of the office I feel like is mine, good and done. This part over here is more Greg's and business, things like that. So, but we keep our vacuums in here because I don't really have a place out there for them specifically. Yeah, I don't know, maybe like in the, I couldn't even do it in the closet, could I? There's no plugs in there. Never mind. Yeah, so I don't know, we just keep in here. But this thing, I laugh because it's like already broken. It's like this thing broke off, it comes right out. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to replace this one already. It's not even plugged in right now. I'm like, that's okay, that's what happens when, you have life and kids. And then we have this machine, and I was trying to figure out, like, I'm like, where, like there's bars and things to go in here. I'm like, where are the bars at for this? Like, how do you even install this? This was at the shop. Greg's like, it's missing a bunch of pieces, honey. And so then he was describing to me, and I'm like, oh, I know what those are. So I think, remember I had my little container, this is somebody else's too, a little container of like screws, and I'm like, why is there so many extra ones? Now I know why. There's side pieces that go in here. So those are sitting over there, and I have the bag of bolts to go in there as well. And I've got the robot vacuum down here. I'm gonna turn this on in a little bit to do the floor up here, do the floor in the hallway, do the boys' floor, and the living room, so that can get clean here, which is good. So this is the unfinished area over here. So most of it is like cords and things that we have. I'm trying to think why this stuff is on here. What is this all from? I don't even know why I have these here. So anyways, this is for the vacuum. I don't need this. So we had to get a few things for this to be able to work over here. So I know we're missing the USB adapter for, what's this for? Oh, for the internet. For the internet? I think it's an internet adapter, wireless. Yeah, we didn't, I don't know what happened to it, but it did not get brought here. So this works good over here. I'm trying to think, what is all this stuff? There's extra cords. The kids use this over here. I don't even need these. I was gonna keep these. And I realized we don't even use these. I don't think we ever will. That power strip I could use outside because I just have one plug going over to my smoker, and I charge the vacuum outside. So I'm gonna take that out there. This I think goes to my computer monitor, but I don't think I'm gonna put it on my wall. So it's like, what do you do with this? Just stick it somewhere else for a while so you don't have to look at it. I think that's the key. And then still don't know what this is. Still have no idea. It's probably for something. And then what is my list? We get computer power cord. Do we already use this or no? Yeah, it's just a power cord we had to get out of. Okay, this was a cord we needed. I think one of the things didn't have a power cord. Maybe it's this. Something didn't, so I did order that. And then what is all this stuff that we have to decide? I feel like this can go out in the garage. We don't really need a power strip in here for anything. I don't think anybody's rooms or anything. We've already got what we need, so I'll put this to go in the garage. So we were down to like what this powers. This obviously is a power cord for something, but what? Who knows? So I don't know if any of this equipment, the heat press, we have a heat press here, if that needs it or not. So we were just down to like a few things like this. Again, I have no idea what this goes to. Some kind of back to something. Anybody? Look familiar? It was something smooth. I have no idea. And then this piece, I have no idea. I feel like it was, that goes back on my, I feel like a stand for like a wall hanging for like a computer, but maybe not. I have no idea. So these two are the unknowns. So those I'm just still holding on to. And then we have an extra cord for the little air pump that we use for our floaties, but it's dead now, so I actually don't need that. So it's just that one, this thing, and that's it. So this will be good. So we have a nice little area so the kids can come in here and sit on their laptop and work. This is Steven's if they need to, which is good. Kind of gives a nice little area away from everything. And then I think the only thing over here is pieces for, this is right here for that, for the vinyl machine. And then these, I think these bolts that I had a lot of extra for are for it. So that's just sitting there. This has got to be a great thing. And I have the Wii, the old Wii. I don't know, do you get rid of it? The kids are like, keep it, Mom. It's like a, whatever, nostalgic, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it in the closet because we don't need it. We have a Wii U, and so that is what they use. So I guess it's one of those things you'll hold on to for a while, and then you're like, why am I holding on to it? So I'll go hide it in the closet because there's no use for it here. Okay, we did some good cleaning. Okay, so this room is done for now. It's not picture perfect, but it's good enough. It's got a spot to lay on. It's got my desk. So tonight when I come up and work, I have a whole pile of stuff to do, which will be great. And then, oh, I forgot to hang this up. Let me hang this up real quick. I gotta do it on my chair here carefully. I don't recommend climbing on your chair and doing that because it will turn, but I was careful. So this is good. So now when I come tonight, after when I start editing, I'll sit at my desk and I'll do a lot of my paperwork. I'll do ordering library books. There's a cookbook I gotta get shipped out. There's a few things to do. So I'm gonna go out here and just install that little ledge for the Google Home outside, and then that'll be up, which is a good thing. I went and got a screwdriver. For some reason, flathead screwdrivers in our house are non-existent. Greg had to go buy a set. I'm like, where are all our screwdrivers? So got that. I'm gonna go put that on the wall. Okay, up in the room, look at all those cords I gotta do something with one day. It's looking like a cloudy day. Looking kind of dreary. I know the sun will come out eventually, but it's good. I got the vacuum going downstairs in the pool. It's gotta clean stuff out. Or it's doing good. It'll come out. It'll be sunny here eventually. I'm gonna start the vacuum up here so it can come out, come in here, clean this area, do in here, and then do the boys' room as well. And the kids will be getting up and moving, and we'll begin life downstairs. Back downstairs, and I forgot the other thing I was to do is gonna clean up my computer, but I can do that later. One thing I did want to do is put lotion down here because my hands are dry. So I grabbed this as a little bit, and this has got a little bit because I have a full one up there. So I'm gonna set these over here. This little wooden our charcuterie board is gonna catch all of everything, and that works for now. So I'm gonna put those there. And something else, like I don't like things on my phone. I am a clean it off, don't leave it on your phone too much. So I get Dropbox. Dropbox is a great app, and I move stuff from my phone to my computer. I know you can just hook your phone up to your computer. For some reason, I've done that before and it doesn't show everything. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. I'm sure there's some way to figure it out. But so I'm gonna just take all my photos and videos on here, put them up in Dropbox, and then I can put them on my computer. And then I'll kind of go through my computer a little bit. I don't keep a lot on there, pretty much keep my computer clean. There's a few things like my grocery list, things like that. And then I'll back everything up. So I like to do that every once in a while. I did it before we moved here. Probably something to do good here. So I'm just gonna go through, I take screenshots of things you guys remind me of. And so I'm gonna go through those today as well. But there's a couple photos I'm just gonna go through here and see what I got to keep. The kids, does anybody else's kids do those, what do they call 0.5? Or 5 photos, like where they magnify the photos and then just get like a photo of your kid's head. Yeah, it's the cool thing to do, I think, isn't it? So just, yeah, so that's what my kids do. So a lot of my photos on here, they take my camera and they do those 0.5 pictures. I just laugh, I'm like, kids, so crazy. So there's not too much in here, which is good. So today, maybe when I'm doing school, we'll see how much time I have. I have to do comments and that, but I'll probably go through and clean my phone off. So I will go through and like go through that, look at the screenshots, see what to do with them. Like I know when we moved here, you guys gave me so many ideas, and it was so busy moving in here and getting everything packed and unpacked and everything. Like I saved a bunch, as many as I could at the time, and I have a whole thing in my notes that I try to save. So if there's something you think that I maybe forgot or you just want to tell me to go see again, let me know, because we like to go do activities. There's a lot of grocery stores you guys recommended going to as well. So I'll get to them. Eventually I'll get to everything. I'm just still trying to get my groove back in the home, but I will get there. So perfect. And let's see what else. Maybe we'll start. Let me see what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'll start some food or just start with school. Okay, so I was going to make something this morning before we started school. I think someone told me to make applesauce baked donuts, and I thought, genius. But I went upstairs, I had to make a phone call, getting kids appointments. So I got on the phone, it was an eye appointment, and then the dental as well. So it just takes time. It takes time to make all those. So that's where I was at for at least a good 45 minutes here. So what I'm gonna do now is just stop filming for you guys. And then I'll finish my day this afternoon. Probably the sun is out. I know Greg and I like to go swimming in the morning, so I'll probably do swimming, and we're gonna do school. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm sure there's enough. I know there's leftovers. There's egg biscuity things still. There is also stuff for lunch. We got hamburgers, and we still have lasagna. We have chicken pot pie. So all that's in there. No food until dinner tonight. So I'll be back in a little bit after we do school. Right, so my afternoon it's already 2:30. The day just flies by, but we got our school done, which is a good thing. I got some things done this morning, so I'm like, that's in the positive. I had a bunch of phone call and that's all the insurance stuff, but got that done. So I'm thankful for that. So I'm gonna whip dinner together here. I have to leave in a few minutes to get Brooklyn. We're gonna do tacos because you know why? Tacos are easy and good. So what I'm gonna do taco meat, refried beans, and some rice. Very simple, easy. Like nothing to it. Okay, so my day got a little bit busy here this afternoon. We did all of our school, which was good, and then just ran into like a little bit of busyness, craziness, where I had to like attend to a bunch of different things, so it like threw me off. So I was like trying to cook the dinner before I got Brooklyn. I had about a half hour, and like the refried beans, they burned on the bottom. In that pan, I'm like, oh my goodness. So I was like, I just gotta go. So I just had to shut everything off, and I had to go pick her up. I came back and I'm like, all right, refried beans are burnt. Tastes a little burnt, like through the whole thing, but that's okay. I put some water in there. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. It'll be good. And then taco meat, just put the taco seasoning in this. I added tomato based bouillon, and then the Saison, I think it's called Saison Complete. Saison, not complete, just Saison. Goya Saison. Miss Deborah's Delicious Dishes always uses it. So use some of that in there. That will come to a boil, and I'll turn it down. And then the only thing I'm gonna do is cut some lettuce up here. I'm just gonna do part of it. I'll wash it, and I got a tomato and an onion, and then we'll have tortillas, and we'll probably get some Doritos, like some Cool Ranch Doritos I have. We'll squish those, and we're gonna do like a layered taco with the tortilla, the Doritos, and you can add the meat, the beans, and I got cheese over here. It's frozen because, you know, plan ahead me, and that's good. So I think that's gonna be it after I get this done, and then I'm like, that's okay. I was gonna do more. I was gonna even make some treats and stuff, but I think that tonight the kids and I are gonna run to the Dollar General store and get, we have a little birthday box to make, and so I thought, why don't we do that tonight? I was gonna do it tomorrow. I'm like, why don't we just get out and do it tonight, and then we'll come back, chill. I think Maddie's got a whole box of charades here. I think this is clues. We wanna play some charades, so we'll play some charades tonight. I don't know if we'll go swimming. It's been cloudy and dreary outside. It's warm, like dreary and rain. It's like just looks, can you see outside? One of those days. So it's just not one of those days where you want to go swimming because it's not very inviting. And that's okay. We can skip one day today. That's good. So I think that's how we'll end our night tonight. So sometimes I will. Yesterday was a long day. Today maybe I'll end a little bit early because I still have a lot of computer stuff to do. Because I have to go up there and do emails and a bunch of stuff that I got to send over for the, all the insurance stuff like that. So it's good. So let's chop these up. I'll make a little thing right here on a cutting board, easy for an easy night. This is what we got going right here. We'll squish those up, put them on here with the toppings. I have some watermelon. The refried beans will be over here, and the taco meat, and we'll have the rice. It'll be good enough. That's the key. If you can get some chicken nuggets, mac and cheese out, get those out. Whatever you can do for your day today. If you make a big giant meal, make a big giant meal. For myself, I wish I would have started earlier in dinner, but that's okay. This morning I was thinking about it, and I'm like, that's okay, I won't. I wish I would have. Maybe that was God saying, hey, get that done now because the afternoon's gonna get a little crazy. He knows best, doesn't he? He does. So I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna close today's video, and then we're gonna eat this in a little bit and just clean up the dishes, check over the individual school, and then I think we'll head out and go get some treats from our local Dollar General, get some treats and fill up a nice box, and then send that out. I think that'll be a good thing to do tonight. End our night with that, maybe watch some TV before we go to sleep. So, all right, you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. We got another video. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.